Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Navy Girl. So as you can see, we're in my kitchen today. I'm hot. I was supposed to be working out after I cooked today, but my schedule has gotten really off because I had to get up super early in the morning. I was really tired, so I didn't get to prep my stuff yesterday. So as a result, I'm doing it now. So I'm finishing up my fried eggs for my breakfast sandwiches. So we have these here. So these are my last two, and then I have one that just needed a little bit more time on the griddle here. So I have these already done that I just finished. So I have my little sausage patty here. I have cheese over there along with my mixture for my breakfast burritos. I have some tortillas here, and I have a big tray of biscuits there. So for the breakfast burritos, I have this ham that I diced. Then I threw it in the air fryer so that it can crisp up a little bit. That was the ham that was from the Pepper Pantry that I got out of the can. So I wanted to find something to, do with it. So that's that. So here is the ground sausage that I had. So I had two of these in my deep freezer already. And then I had one that I bought yesterday. I also have, let's see, where is my, I'm always losing my pot holder. Yeah, I have more than one, of course, but I have a favorite one, right? So in the oven, I have a muffin recipe. So the muffins are pear pecan, right? But the recipe was not, it wasn't giving me what I needed it to get, okay? Because the muffin recipe, when I mixed it up in the bowl, it was not muffining. It was like, what is this? What am I gonna do with this? So then I realized that it looked like her recipe was missing. I'm gonna check it with with a toothpick. So the recipe basically, it didn't have any milk in it. So I was just like, what the heck? I'm like, is that supposed to be that way? I don't know. So I just added, because I was making these for my son, I just went on ahead and added some almond milk to it. So I added some, I ended up adding a cup of almond milk, and the batter ended up looking a lot better. And it only left just a little bit left, but most of it I got in the bowl. So I'm going to go ahead and take those out so I can turn this oven off because it is hot in here, and I have the window open, but I'm burning up. So let's see if I can get this to come out. Okay, so this is what they look like. So just some pear pecan muffins. Okay, I don't know where I'm going to put these. At all. I have a cooling rack, but everything is kind of discombobulated in my kitchen right now. So the places I would normally put it have ingredients. So yeah, yay for me. Like I told y'all, my kitchen, it's not the biggest, so I end up with stuff being a little bit more challenging when I'm trying to cook, but it's okay. So in my bowl here, I have 30 scrambled eggs from out of my little 60 count eggs. I made 22 of these just based off the amount of sausage patties I had in my bowl. I have my eggs, my milk, I have this organic cayenne pepper, I have some granulated garlic, I have some parsley flakes, and then I need to add some salt. And this is 30 eggs, so I'm going to have to add a lot. This thing is basically done, so yeah. So that's that. Nothing but dust and powder coming out now. So I'm going to have to get another one so I can add a little bit more. Because like I said, it's 30 eggs. I don't want to do too much, but I don't want it to be bland either. So We'll see. See how that goes. Oh my gosh, I keep sneezing. Okay, so I'm just gonna get a fork and go ahead and mix this up. I mean, I do have like a really big whisk, but I don't know. Sometimes I just don't like using the whisk. I just rather use the fork. Sometimes even with baking, when it comes to like making cake mixes and muffins, I just rather use the spoon than use the whisk, because the batter sometimes, depending on what you're making, it just gets stuck all up in everything. Can you move? Get out of here. Move. My little cat is determined to eat the other cat's food. Like, you would think he didn't have his own food. Like, he has his own food, his own bowl, his own everything. And yet he still tries to eat the other one's food all the time. Like, it's like, bro, can you go find something else to do? Stop trying to annoy me. Okay, so that's looking pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and make sure this butter is good on the bottom of the pan, so that we don't have my eggs sticking. Because like I said, we have a whole lot of eggs to go in here. Try not to burn myself. But I love this pan, like how big it is. Like, I can use this for a whole recipe in the oven, like I guess like a one-pot dish kind of thing. So I use like chicken and rice and cream of mushroom, cream of chicken, things like that. And I'll just put it in there. So I'm going to go ahead now and pour this in. So I've got that up in there. So I had to turn the pan down before because I wasn't quite ready. So it's going to have to come back up a little bit. Plus it's a bigger pan, so it's going to take a minute anyway to get completely hot like I need it. But now that's good. Put that up. And now I can turn this griddle off for the eggs anyway. I do have French toast that I want to make as well. But for right now, I'm just going to turn the griddle off. I'm going to go ahead and dry my hands. Let this come back up to temp. And then put these little ingredients back up. And like I said, I'm trying to clean as I go. And then I'm going to start on his breakfast burritos first when I do them. So while the eggs are cooking, I'm going to put this milk back up. And then I'm going to go ahead and bring over my sliced cheese. So I'm just going to use up some cheese we had already out for some hamburgers the other day. And this is just cheese that normally we have, we buy the really big one from Walmart. And then we just put it in the freezer. So I'm going to move all this stuff. And then let me show you the mixture. So this is the mixture for the breakfast burritos. So it's just like the 3 pounds of sauteed onions, 3 pounds of baby bella mushrooms, and 3 pounds of sweet peppers. So sweet peppers, onions, and mushrooms. It smells so good. Like, oh my gosh, so good. So this is going to be the base for the burritos. So once this starts cooking a little bit more, then I'm going to go ahead and add it into the mixture, and then I'll cover it with cheese. So I'm going to move this. I'm going to put this over here. Got my oven off. This is my sausage cheese, so I'm just going to put this over here as my meat for my breakfast stuff. Like I said, let this come up to temp, and then I'm going to go ahead and start building the breakfast sandwiches. So I'm just going to bring this whole tray over here. Put this down here like that. So I cut these in half already. So we're gonna see how this goes and flows. And then I just need to get my little sausage patties over here. So this is what they look like. These are from Aldi, and the price of them definitely went up. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put the patty on each little biscuit. And then normally what I do is just individually wrap them. So I'm gonna move these over here like this so that I can have a little more space to work, because these are kind of big. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the patties down. There we go. And that's why I couldn't get the other biscuits, because they were just super tiny. So then all I'm gonna do is just, I'll take an egg and put on top of each one. There we go. So are you guys a biscuit person? Like, I know when I get breakfast sandwiches, I like to get croissant sandwiches. Like, if you guys go get breakfast sandwiches at like a restaurant, do you typically get bacon, egg, and cheese? Do you get sausage, egg, and cheese? Do you get the one with all like the ham? I know Burger King has one on a croissant where you can get like the sausage, the bacon, I think, and the ham. I like buying the cheese like this in the really big packages from Walmart, so that way I can just separate it into smaller little bunches and then put it in the freezer until I need it. Alright, so we got the first little batch done there. So I'm just going to go ahead and cover it, cover all the tops, and then transfer. So I'll transfer the ones that I've done onto this. There's going to be a lot of back and forth, and then once I get most of them done, then I'll be able to take and move these back. And then, of course, I'll, make sure everything is all straight before I put them in the freezer. Make sure everything's, lined up nicely. This is getting heavy. Okay, let's switch hands here. This one. So normally what I do with these is I just individually wrap them with some foil, and then I put them in the refrigerator. In the deep freezer. And then when the boys want it, they can just go ahead and go in and get some. So that's what we're looking like so far. Okay. Put these over here. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and spread these back out so I can get some more done. Hopefully I made the right amount for everything. Those. I'm just going to put some little egg on there. Egg, and then top it off with some cheese. I'm trying to get done as much as I can before I have to leave. And then I'll either finish tonight when I come back, or not tonight, or this evening when I come back, or I will, just finish tomorrow on Sunday. But I wanted to at least get something out for you guys, since I told you I would get something out today. Okay, so these are finally starting to set a little bit. In case you guys were wondering, like, when's she gonna stir the eggs? I was looking at it, don't worry. It's just, you know, it's a lot of eggs, so it's gonna take a minute. But we do have some egg going in there. Starting to solidify some, so that's good. So now that it is starting to solidify a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add in some of the mixture so that it can be flavoring the eggs. I don't like putting all my stuff separately, like what I'm doing with the breakfast sandwiches. I like to include it in the eggs at a certain point so that I know that it has good flavor. And that's another reason why I don't want to salt too much, but I don't want to, you know, put too little. I try to salt each one of those veggies as I was cooking it. So, you know, you got to season each layer. That's what they say, right? Season each layer. So, I'm going to go ahead and finish this off. On there, that one on there. Some more sauces. So I need to go to my next little bag here. I wonder if maybe I made too many eggs. Hold on, let me see. I don't know. Let's see. I know I didn't have. Initially, I had more biscuits than sausage, but that's always the case because of the quantities that they come in anyway. So, that on there, and there. Oh, you know what? When I had that one egg, I think that was messed up. Oh, wait, no, I have two. I have two here. Oh, so I guess I'm one egg short. So maybe one of these was supposed to be like an egg and cheese or something. Or two, I guess two of them. I don't know. But anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and put the cheese on these. And then I can get these put up. And then hopefully I can start on something else while I wait for this egg mixture to finish. So one of these, I guess it'll just be an egg and cheese because I thought I had more. I knew I didn't have the exact amount, but I guess I had one less sausage than I realized because I was using a half open bag and then a bag that I already had. So, alrighty. So, put that on, that on, that on. And I knew I was going to have more biscuit left, so that's 2 biscuits he can just do whatever he wants with. Put some jelly or something on it. So now I'm done with this cheese. Got to clean it up a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to go back and stir these eggs some more. Okay, so it's getting there. I try not to have too many things going on when I'm cooking certain things, especially like my breakfast items, because I don't want things to start, you know, burning and whatever. But I'm pretty good at getting everything done at the same time. I'm going to put this back up here like that. And I'm going to take some of those other ones and I'm going to bring them back over because they're kind of teeter-tottering over here. Okay, here we go. All right, so I think this time, instead of doing foil, I might just do saran wrap. these. But I think I'm just going to leave these for now instead of wrapping them so I can get something else done. And let me show you guys the muffin. Like, doesn't it look so good? Hold on. I know the lighting isn't necessarily the best today, but so doesn't that look good? Like, it's so nice and brown. It smells amazing. So I might have to jack one of his little muffins, little pear pecan muffins. Okay, so we're getting there. So this will probably be the last thing that I can do before at least get the mixture done, and then if I have to, then I'll come back so that I can actually make them. But I just wanted to kind of show you guys the base of everything, and then I think now I'm gonna go ahead and add in some of the ham so that flavor can also be incorporated in there. I'm just gonna do some and spread it around. I wanted to find, stuff that was in the prepper pantry to use, as well as, go buy a few ingredients that I needed. Alright, that hopefully should be enough. So that's what's left in the bowl. And that way the ham flavor can also get into the eggs as well. So I think this will make a good amount of breakfast burritos. Like I said, I wanted to put stuff in the freezer. I just wanted to share with you guys what stuff I was using. But realistically, I wasn't going to make like a super long video with everything. I mean, as far as like, not because I was going to sit there and show you guys every single burrito made. Like, I think that would be a little excessive. But I'm going to go ahead and move these, and then I'm going to put my eggs. I don't like mixing my eggs. I need to find my small egg tray so I know which ones will already use. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer just a little bit of eggs that I already had here. So I'm going to transfer these into the smaller tray. Now I'm dropping stuff. But it was just the lid to the egg tray. So I'm going to put these eggs in here so that we know to use these first. So, there we go. And then I'm going to fill up these egg trays with put this cheese back. This one for now. So when I go to make mine, I'll just start with those. Actually, I'll use those probably for the French toast mix because I do have French toast that I'm planning on making. So we'll see how that goes. Because I'm not the best at making French toast. So I do have the bread sitting out because I heard a tip that if you have bread that's not quite as soft, so just leave it out and then use it with the mixture. So I'm going to try that and see if it works. So yeah, hopefully it works. If not, I still plan on making pancakes, and I do plan on making more muffins. So we will be doing that. Oops. Alright, so that one's done. So my little tray on, and then put this one up here and put these. And then I guess I can go ahead and see if there's enough space in that small one to put the rest of them. Of course, there's 2 extra, but I'm just gonna go ahead and put them in there, and then that'll be what's left. And you see, 60 eggs does not take that long to use, especially when you figure those other eggs and this small one is from a whole different box. I'm dropping stuff everywhere. Okay, so I'm going to put these in the fridge. I think I'm going to leave these out. I'm going to try to make the custard for the French toast to see if I can get that done. So I'm going to get my heavy cream. So I think I'm going to use heavy cream instead of just regular milk. I'm going to give these eggs a stir again. They smell so good. I know he's gonna love having these in the deep freezer. Sometimes when I've made these in the past, because they taste so good, we would end up eating them for like dinner. Like the boys would come home and just eat one, or they would eat one before dinner. It's like their little snack. So the eggs are coming together. Still liquidy, of course, because you know it was so many. But it's definitely coming together. And then, so this is just what I'm putting my little spoon on. So I'm going to take, actually, just going to leave this right here. I need to take these off of here and put them back on my shelf. Actually, let me put this flour. Oh, that's right, this goes up here anyway. Put my flour back in there. I need to refill my sugar, but I'll do that later. Put my sugar on the shelf. For now, I'll just take my rice and move it over here so that I can have more space. I'm going to move these knives out of the way so I can put this tray all the way up. So I actually don't have that many dishes to do, surprisingly. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and add the rest of these over here so I can get this one out of the way. And then maybe I can use that to sit either burritos on or French toast on, I don't know. So we're making progress, you guys. Look at that. All of my sandwiches. Alright, so I'm going to get this cheese off of here. So now I still have this tray here. I'm just going to sit that on top of this box until I need it. I'm going to give these eggs a stir again. We're finally getting somewhere here. That's the only thing about when you're cooking eggs. It's like you can't taste it because it's raw. So you just gotta hope that it's gonna be good once it's done. But I know with all the different ingredients I put in, and then the fact that I seasoned each layer, it should taste really good. I use the so after I cooked my sausage, I used that oil to cook my onions in that I sauteed. So I think I did pretty good. What took me so long to really get started was because I had 3 pounds each of the peppers, the onions, and the mushrooms. So, you know, that was a lot. I'm going to go ahead and clean my little griddle off so I can get this ready for French toast and hope that it comes out okay. I'm move my muffins up here on top of my air fryer. Get a little bit soap. Clean this off. So I don't want anything on here other than for the actual French toast. So I feel like when you make this kind of stuff, all you do is clean. It's like the whole time. I'm trying to get this off of here. Okay. Soak this one. So I have about 32 pieces of the Texas toast bread to make the French toast with, because my oldest son, he'll eat pretty much whatever, but when it comes to certain things, everybody kind of has a preference in the house of like pancakes, waffles, and French toast. So most of the time I get French toast when I go out. Especially one from this restaurant that I really like. It's called Captain Crunch French Toast. So I usually get that when I go out. I'm going to wipe my cameras off really quickly, because I don't want it to be, you know, a whole hot mess up in here when I come back. So that looks good. Okay, so I'm going to get my little tray here. That over there. So I have my little pie plate, and I'm going to put some eggs in here so that I can do the mixture for this French toast. And y'all, let's hope that it actually comes out good. I have a lot to do, so I'm going to just use all of these. Oh, I'm going to take my trash out. Okay, so I'm going to get a little fork. I'll just mix this up a little bit. Am I the only one who doesn't like those little white things that are in the eggs? Like, it grosses me out. It's like, I have friends who are always trying to get me to, or associates, acquaintances, whatever you want to call them, or who try to get me to, like, be vegetarian or vegan or whatever, and I'm just like, But there are times, I tell you, when I'm doing certain stuff, like, it makes me want to gag. And I'm like, if I'm doing like say mixing ground beef, like raw ground beef, yeah, that's one of those things that I'm just like, sometimes it just grosses me out. But once that burger is done though, we good. I also think it's like when it's dealing with cheaper meat, because when I get a good prime rib, I'm never thinking about giving up any meat, okay? So the eggs are coming together, but they still need some more time, of course, because like I said, you know, it is a whole lot. whole lot. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put in some cinnamon. So we're going to use a lot of cinnamon. Why? Just because we have an abundance and we like cinnamon, right? I'll move my little egg tray up there. So I'm going to get this heavy cream opened. Okay, so I'm going to just pour some of this in. And and stir this up some more so we can get stuff incorporated. It's like, has anybody ever done this in the cinnamon knot when shooting out of the bowl? It definitely feels different doing it with the heavy cream versus with the regular whole milk like I have done in the past. I think the other thing too is, you know, they always say one of the key things to good French toast is the bread you use, and I have a tendency of always using regular bread, so I think that could also be the problem. And then it's usually fresh, too fresh, I think, so it's like too soft. Okay, so I'm going to add some extract to that. Of course, y'all know, if you've been on here for a while, which one that I'm going to add. I know most people add vanilla, but I will be adding this one here, my favorite. So I'm just going to add some in. Hope that that's good, because like I said, we have a lot, so hopefully it comes out good. Y'all send good vibes through the computer screen. Alright, well, it smells amazing, I can tell you that. I wish y'all could smell it. I'm gonna go ahead and stir these again. So as you can see, this is going to make a whole lot of breakfast burritos, because I mean you see the size of the pan, right? So oops. So yeah, here we go. So it's a whole lot of eggs. So let's go ahead. Top on this. Alright, so I'm gonna switch places. I think I'm gonna put these sandwiches over here and move my other bread somewhere else. I mean, my little breakfast sandwich. I'm gonna bring this cheese over for when the eggs are a little more done. I do have butter over here on my deep freezer softening, but at this point I don't think that I'm going to get around to using it, because it was for a different recipe. So I'm going to take all of these, put them over here on my deep freezer. That would have been so bad if my little bread had failed. Alright, I'll put this up, this heavy cream. I might even use some of this in my eggs for when I do mine. For right now, I'm just going to focus on, like I said, getting his done. I was trying to see if I had the top to this bowl that my sausage is in, but I don't see it. Oh, in the dishwasher. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and cover. I'm just going to put my bowl of sausage up for now. Alright, so put that there. I'm going to put this back up. We should be good with that. Put the cinnamon up. I don't think I'm going to need it anymore. So let's move this way. Move my phone out of the way before I have an egg or something on it that I don't want. Okay. Clean this up. Give this another little stir here. We're getting to the finish line for these eggs, but still not quite yet. They still need some time. I think actually, where is the lid? I thought I had the top for this. out here. Oh wait, is this it? No, this is for my grill. My boys are always, they're always moving things. Okay, here we go. I knew I put it somewhere, so I'm going to cover this. I'm going to turn the heat down some and just let that marinate. So I'm going to go ahead and take this bread here. Switch that. Okay, so at this point, all this bread has been sitting out for a long time. So at least we know it won't be mushy, right? So I'm going to go ahead and plug the grill back up, and we're going to hope for the best, you guys. Like I said, I'm not a French toast maker person, so I know it shouldn't be like that serious, but sometimes it's simple stuff that's hard for people, whereas other things I have no problem doing. Like I can make cheesecakes from scratch, all that kind of stuff. Oh, I'm breaking nails now. Okay. But I guess better there than in the food. Alright, so this is getting warm. Let me get my spatula. Kapow. So this is my other new one. This is my other new one from Dollar Tree. I'm going to put on some more of this on here to coat it and hope that it comes out good. You never know where it's gonna go. So, oh, and I forgot I never did look to see where my little drip tray was, but I'm not sure. Like at this point, it could literally be anywhere in here. Like I don't know. Right. I don't know with the boys, like they just never put stuff back. So yeah, we're gonna hope for the best that this is not a mess, right? Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and take the bread. I'm gonna put it in here. Okay. And I'm going to let that soak a little bit. With this heavy cream, it's like it definitely feels different. And like I said, this might be a really big fail, so I don't know. But we're gonna try. I always feel like it's the thing about French toast that I don't like is if it's too like eggy. Take this piece from the bottom. There we go. Alright, turn that over. Get the other side. Okay, piece number 2. See how it goes. I don't know what y'all think. Is this gonna be a fail or not? So I guess we can say that this is the prepping, the food prep, right? So I do have, my muffins done, and I have all the meat and the veggies and everything done. My breakfast sandwiches are done. So we're gonna see if I'm gonna have to keep searching for a recipe for French toast, or if this one is actually going to work. And I have no idea if I have the temperature too high, not high enough. I think I turned it down some, so let's see. Okay, yeah, it can definitely go back. It's good. Let that sit there. I'm going to put another piece on. It's definitely creamy using this heavy cream. But I love me a good piece of French toast when I go to breakfast. I actually went to Bob Evans recently, and I got I think it's like something farm. I can't remember what it's called, but it's like double. So you get the bacon and you get the sausage with the eggs, and you get a choice of your bread and everything. So it was pretty good. I hadn't been to Bob Evans in a while. I really wasn't eating out a whole lot once the pandemic started, just personal preference or whatever. But I think just using the thicker bread, I could have just did what I was initially going to do and just use it how it was instead of doing what the guy said and, leaving it out. I mean, the bread I left in the microwave was pretty good, but I had some that I put on a tray that I left in the oven. I mean, the oven was off, of course, but I feel like there's definitely a difference in the texture of the bread based off where I put it at. But it's a learning experience. I think maybe I should have added still a little bit of regular milk with the heavy cream. I think it's a little thick, but I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know. But I'm just gonna add a little bit and see if that helps. Plus, I still have a lot of bread left, so. And I don't want to use all my heavy cream for this. I feel like no matter how much you scramble the eggs, like it still somehow always seems eggy to me. Like I don't know what it is. And I normally only use like 2 eggs. I think I'm gonna try this. I just hauled this yesterday from Lidl. So I'm gonna try that. See how it tastes, because actually I have not eaten all day. And I'm gonna go ahead and check the eggs again in a few minutes. And stir those one more time, see if they're good. And then maybe I can get a few assembled before I have to go. Oh, this is good. So here we go. This is what this is. And it says it's sweetened with cane sugar, no high fructose corn syrup, no artificial flavors, and no GMO. So yeah, pretty good. Why is this not cooperating? It's like I bought a bigger spatula and I'm still struggling. Oh, you know what? I forgot about that. Let me stir my eggs. They look like they're getting a lot better. Okay. Okay, so yeah, they definitely improved putting the lid on and covering them. So there's our French toast sizzling, bubbling. Okay. So then we have our eggs over here. And as you see, I still have plenty of ham left for the other ones to make him more. And then I still have plenty of this mixture, which literally I could use in other stuff. So I might just go back and buy some onions, peppers, and mushrooms and saute it and cook it up and put it in some different size bags and just put it in the deep freezer to use in like some other recipes. So now that the eggs are looking how they're looking, so I'm going to bring you guys, oops, hold up, we're stuck over there. Okay, so this is what we're looking like. So big thing of eggs. So what I'm going to do is put some cheese on and call it a day. I think I need to change my spatula. I think that one, I forgot. I did say it was heat safe up until a certain temp, and I'm pretty sure we're past that temp. So let's see if this one is ready. Yep, looks like it. Okay. Okay, so here is the French toast. So I don't think it's looking too bad. What y'all think? This video is hella long already, so yeah, I'm gonna finish making this French toast. I'm gonna go ahead, dump the rest of this mild cheddar on here. Get this all melted. Cheesy packets. I'm gonna have to take the trash out. So this is just some cheese that I shredded a few months ago. I did a haul from ShopRite, and I picked up some blocks of cheese. So this is the cheese. I just shredded it last night. You can definitely feel the difference. Like, definitely. It's so much softer. But I mean, it could be the brand of cheese too. I don't know. But we're going to make this cheesy-tastic, okay? And then I think I actually need to start re-upping on my cheese. I'm pretty sure the shredded cheese that I have in my refrigerator that we took out the deep freezer last night is my last one. So I'm going to turn this down some. And then I'm going to go ahead and start mixing this up a little bit. Get this cheese melting on all this deliciousness. And then I will bring you over and show you guys in a minute. Then I'll see if I need to add any more. And if so, I might just throw in the American cheese because he won't care. Like it'll be a blend of cheddar and American maybe. Like usually I do Colby Jack for my eggs. but I've been doing like a mixture lately. So with the French toast, I don't want to cook it too much because then when we have to heat it back up, I don't want it to be all nasty and hard and everything. But it's looking pretty good. I mean, it's definitely darker because I did put a lot of cinnamon on the first, couple pieces. But I don't mind because I know it's just the cinnamon. It's not that it's burnt or anything. So I'm going to go ahead and start taking these off. I'm just going to put them on this little Mickey plate. Back here. Take this piece off here. These are the last three that I put on. So leave that for just a few more seconds. And then this is what our eggs are looking like. Nice and cheesy. So I just have to finish letting that melt. I'm going to go ahead and get some more of the bread in here. It's like falling all over the place. I'm trying to see. It's a decent amount left, I guess. I don't know. We're going to see how this goes. I'm going to put these two pieces in. I'll put this one in later. So I'm going to soak these. Turn those over. Okay, wash my hands. I'm going to go ahead and take this off. Stir this up some more. I'm going to have to turn it back up a little bit because of the amount of eggs. Normally when I melt the cheese, that's when I turn it down, put the top on. But this is a lot. So, but it's looking good. I don't think I need to add any more cheese to anything. I'm going to go ahead and turn this off. I'm going to get rid of this nasty little napkin I was laying the spoon on. Okay, I'm going to get these last couple of pieces off the grill so I can put some new ones on. Oh, that feels good. Put that there, put that there. Okay. It's not as bad as I thought. Like, I wasn't sure, to be honest, how this was going to go. But, alright, so I'm going to go ahead and take this piece off. Put that one on. I'm going to put some more pieces in there so I can make this like my last little set of French toast before I leave. So I'm gonna let this soak. So put that one on. Trying to get this egg off of here. I can see it. I can see the egg dripping onto the bread. And I don't want these little pieces of egg in there. Alright, get two more pieces here. Hey, Leo. I also have some blueberries over here in a bowl because I'm going to try to make some blueberry pancakes. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and flip this over. Hitting the side of the bowl with a fork. Yeah, see, and it's already getting low. So I'm gonna have to add some more milk. So I think, no, that'll need some more. I think this one's good. Get these little eggy pieces off. I don't know why, but that really bugs me. Like, I just don't want it to be like fried. You know, like fried egg on my French toast. Like, that's a definite way to get me to, like, not want to eat French toast. So I'm going to add some more milk. Get my fork out of here. And add more so it can come up a little higher. I'm going to add some more cinnamon. I'm going to mix that up a little bit. Like, cooking definitely takes a long time. You hear me? Like, oh my gosh. Okay, so this piece is good now. I'm going to go ahead and put that one on there. I think I can fit two more, so I'm going to go ahead and get two more pieces down in here and let those soak. I'm going to put the top back on this milk. Whew, that was hot. I have to burn my hands off. And let's see. Here's I have my tortillas in the microwave. Put this milk and this cheese back in the fridge to use for something else. Well, I'll use this when I make mine because I'm going to use the other 30 eggs to do my breakfast burritos. And then I'll add, like I said, I'll add the sausage into mine. So I'm going to let this little French toast here do its thing on the grill. I'm going to move this because I want to go ahead and clean a little bit, and then I'm going to put this bread over here. And put this in the sink. My softened butter, put that there, and then I'll look for the recipe when I get back for that. Okay, so far so good. So I'm gonna go ahead and start building the breakfast burritos. It's always hard to figure out the best way to do this because I feel like I never have space. I always have to keep going back and forth. Like, it's like I need a plate to make it on, but then I need somewhere to put it on once I'm done rolling it up. So normally what I do is I just wrap them up right away, but for the sake of the video, I'm not going to make y'all watch that because the video is already really long. So I'm just going to take this foil pan here, a little bit of water, from the lid. So I'm going to check my French toast really quickly. Make sure it's all good. I don't think anything needs to be turned yet. Oh wait, maybe the first piece. Oh, that looks really good. That's really good color. So this is what the first piece is looking like after flipping it over. So I'm just going to let the rest of them just sit on there for a little while. I forgot I had two pieces soaking up in there. So I'm going to flip those over. I was supposed to add those on here at the end. So go ahead and get those in. What was that? Oh. So I'm going to go ahead, put that down. I'm going to put these last two pieces down on the griddle. And that'll be that. And then we can go ahead and get over here. So I'm washing my hands for the 30th time today. And then we can go ahead and get started on these. I just have one pack in the microwave right now of tortillas, so it's just an 8 count. But man, can we get into these? These muffins look so good. Like, they smell amazing. So, let's see here. So we got our little tortilla. Every time I do this, like, it always takes me a while before I actually figure out how I'm going to roll it that particular day. I feel like I never roll it the same way. It's like trial and error, I guess. And I never know how much I'm going to put in it, and I always have to keep, like, going back and forth, trying to figure it out. Like, is it too much? Is it not enough? Okay, that's not too bad. Okay, so yeah, that's it. Just fold in the sides, and then just gonna fold it over. And there we go. Bam! Our first little burrito. Let me move this before it falls. Okay, so next, and this was like the main stuff anyway that I wanted to show you. Everything else was kind of just like something I was thinking about doing. I mean, I am going to do the pancakes, and I do plan on trying to do one of the muffin recipes, but, you know, we'll see. Well, another one. So, here we go. And then all I do is just saran wrap those, and then I throw them in one of the really big, what are they, the 2.5 gallon, I believe, storage bags. So, let's see if this one will fold for me. Like I said, because normally I'm not filming and I'm taking my time doing everything, usually I just throw one in at a time, like one tortilla, and call it a day. So these have actually already been sitting in here for a little bit, so they're not as pliable as they normally are when I'm doing it. These last couple ones anyway. Okay, so let's see if I can get this to work. Put it back. Okay, yeah, I need to slide this more. Alrighty. So take it, slide it back, fold in the ends, and roll. And we have our nice little burrito. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and check this French toast. So we're gonna go ahead and flip. Oops. See, the first one I had it nice and goldeny. Oh wait, I don't. These are the last pieces I put in, but this one is on the side with the heating element, so that side always gets hot faster. Alright, so let's see. That one. Okay. Alright, we in business. I think I'm gonna turn it down again a little bit. Like, I had already turned it down, but I don't know. It's like, for some reason, every batch is cooking differently. I don't know, but lift my fingers off a little bit. Alright, let's go head back over here to our burrito station. So as you see, like, this can be very, very time consuming. It's like between all the prep and then getting everything cooked and then any little situations that happen, you know, that you weren't expecting. And roll. Now just sit them beside each other, and that helps to also keep it. And then once I saran wrap it, then that'll keep it nice and in place until they go ahead and, you know, microwave and all of that. Like, look at that. Doesn't it look so good? Don't you just want to eat one? Right there. I have two more. I'm going to just heat them up a little bit more. Just a couple seconds. Okay. And then I'm going to check this French toast over here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take that off. These need to stay. So, good thing I turned that down. They definitely need more time. There's still a lot puffy in the middle. Alright, so let me go ahead and finish these last two burritos. That breeze feels so good. It's like I'm gonna have to adjust to, you know, having not so much free time on Saturdays as I used to. I just knew because I was getting up early, I was gonna be able to get started. I mean, it's not that I didn't even start. It's just like I said, I had to prep it, you know, because I'm doing everything myself. Then I was trying to wash as I was going. I had the dishwasher going. So that's why I didn't turn the camera on initially. And I was trying to watch something to help pass the time, which is what I usually do. So it makes it a little slower for me when I end up turning stuff off because, you know, of YouTube, I can't have things playing in the background, which really sucks a lot. Let me spread that out so I can feel it there. Okay. And fold in. Fold in, tuck, and roll. Is that my last one? Yeah, that is my last one for this pack. So let's see what time it is. Okay, I can do a couple more. But I'm going to get some more of this delicious juice. So I think I can do another 8-pack while I wait for these last couple of pieces of French toast to be done. Yeah, they're still too fluffy. You can tell the custard. Yeah, the custard part of it still needs to cook a little bit more. Okay, I think this one can come off. Move these around some. Maybe that'll help putting it in different positions. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and open up this other pack. Actually, I'm gonna get a pack of the other ones from Lidl. These are the ones from Aldi. I'm gonna get a pack from Lidl and see if they feel the same as far as hot rolling. So here are the ones from Lidl. Here are the ones from Aldi. I think in the past too, I think I've also even used the ones from Dollar Tree. That feels really good. And I guess because usually I fill and roll. I think that was another reason why I always did one at a time. Where did I get this plate from? Oh, I got a whole nother plate. I don't know why. I don't even know where that plate came from. I definitely had my son to take the trash out earlier before he had to leave to make sure I had plenty of room to do what I needed to do because I already knew what was up. Okay, I let this one stay in a little too long. Now it's hot. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and scoop some mixture and not get hit with the door. That's what we're not going to do on YouTube, okay? We're not about to get played on YouTube by the microwave. Okay. Alright, so we're just going to fold up. Scoot it back so it can all spread out like it needs to. Alright. Pinch the end. Pinch the end. And tuck that in. And then we're going to roll it. Alright, so yeah, that came out good. I actually like this one. Let's see, what are the carbs on this one? 33 for one and 35 for one. Oh Lord. I done set myself up now because now I do need to use a different plate because I need to put the ones with the other carbs. So now I know that these are the ones. I'll put this bag here so I know those are the ones with those wraps so I can have the accurate carbs. I mean, it's only 2 off, but still. I mean, I could just tell him to use 35 for all of them, and then he'd be good. I just try to be as accurate as possible. So I'm going to put those 3 in. So it's 11 seconds remaining on the microwave, so I'm just going to use that. And I'm doing pretty good with the mixture. Let me get these French toast pieces off. Okay, I think that's good. This one still feels a little too, I don't know, but I'm going to move it over so it can cook in a different spot. Okay, let's see. So yeah, these, that wasn't enough time. So I'm going to go ahead and move this to the sink. It's funny, my boys like when I cook food, but they don't like the dishes that come with it. I said, well, how do you think I feel? I said, all the stuff that I cook, that's why I don't do dishes in my house. Like, I make the grocery list, I plan the meals. So that's how much is left from the amount that I've made so far. Alright, that's good. Okay, this is mine. So I'll put this in. And these will come in handy now that he has to get up super early. So he will have something he can take with him. And then if he even wants to, he can take this for lunch. He could even, pair it with like some Spanish rice or something. Or he could just take all breakfast stuff. He could put some hash browns on there. And take that. Some like sausage links or something if he wanted to. And I don't like no skimpy burrito, because I see some of these people burritos on YouTube, and I be like, child, you mad why I just take and eat the tortilla? Like, I know we gotta, spread everything around, but dang, and this was before the pandemic. That's like having a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, or like just one swipe of jelly, and a whole lot of peanut butter. It's like, now I just gave me the bread. Or like a lunch meat sandwich with like one piece of meat. Like, I can't do that. And these are the large flour tortillas anyway, so there's no reason that we can't have a decent amount of, filling in them, Like, we didn't sit there and cook all of this for nothing. Alright, let me check on this French toast over here. I'm going to just take this one off. Call that one quits. And then I just have 2 pieces of French toast left. I'm doing pretty good. I'm going to try to get done with this last little pack of tortillas. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 4 left. So I'm going to heat all of these up. And that should take care of this. And then you see I still have this hefty bowl. Like, look how much I have left. So let me bring you guys over. So this is what we looking like. So that's how much ham we have left. And then that is how much of the veggie mixture that I have left. So, not too shabby, right, y'all? Not too shabby. I'm trying to get y'all at a good angle so y'all can actually see me. But I hope you guys enjoy. I know this was long, but I mean, people have long vlogs, so why we can't have cooking videos that long, right? Cooking actually takes a long time. Vlogging, it doesn't. It's just based off how many days you want to include footage and how much footage you want to put, leave in there once you edit. So I know I have a couple people that do longer vlogs, and sometimes I like that because when I'm doing stuff like this, normally if I wasn't filming for you guys, like I would be watching, an hour-long vlog if someone had one, or like a cooking vlog, or catching up on a show like on CBS. Stuff like that. Watching reruns of a show. Something old. Sometimes I like to watch stuff that I've already seen before when I'm doing certain things, because then I don't have to really pay attention. Like, I still know what's going on because I've already seen it, but, I feel like it's a piece of fur or something. The joys of having pets, right? Alright, I'm getting there, y'all. So these are my last 2 burritos in this pack. So I've done 16 burritos once I finished. And I put a decent amount, I would say, of filling in each one. Yeah. that way, you know, you're not just biting tortilla, you know, the whole time. So yeah, I think we're doing good. Chop this up a little bit, stuff together with the cheese. That's not phone, but for what? Oh, my coupon expires today for Ollie's. I always put myself like little reminders so that if I have coupons, in case I know it's a store I want to use. Like if it's a store I know I don't use, like on the rare occasion I go to Old Navy and they'll give you like that Old Navy cash. Most of the time I never use it because when I go to Old Navy, it's usually for one purpose, and it's the same time of the year, so I don't have a reason to go back. So I always just let it expire. Because it's just another reason for me to go in there looking for stuff and to be spending money, you know. Alright, let's see. I might have to take some of this out. So once I pull it back, just whatever's left, I just let it fall off. Take that little piece out. Okay, spread that out. And roll. Bam. Alright, so I have enough for probably like one more roll. So I'm just gonna open this pack since it's already right here. And this one actually feels good like it is, that I shouldn't need to microwave it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and scoop this mixture in here. This is not a spoon, this is like a little spatula, but it's working because it's like hard. So I'm just gonna make this work. This last little bit of filling in here. I have a little bit left. I'm gonna see if I can fit all of this in here. I don't know. Because I don't think I can fit. Yeah, I don't think I can fit any more in any of the ones I've already done. So let's see if I can get it in here and it stays. And look at that. Bam! Hello! Alright, that's probably too much, but I don't care. We're just gonna make it work, okay? If I have to, I'll just take it out. You have to be creative with this one, okay? You'll have less to tuck, but it's okay. So I'm gonna take that and put it in the front there. See. Alright, because I have small hands too, so it's also hard for me to wrap these burritos because I have tiny hands. Oh, look at that. Ow, she did it. This edge right here is not making me happy the way it's sticking out right there. Okay. I mean, not that it really matters, but it was bothering me. So, boom, that's that. So I'm just gonna, wrap these. And actually, I don't have that many dishes. I have this here. I have like the knife to cut more. I have one glass bowl with the measuring cups. I have one. I really did not need to wrap that big, but it's okay. I'm just used to everything else that I wrap. And then, yeah, that's this one pot here. So here we go. Got that. Okay, y'all didn't see that at all, did you? Okay, maybe you did. But I have about 40 minutes before I need to be out of the house. So I just fold it sideways in the paper in an angle and then call it a day. And I'm going to try not to cut my hand while I do this, right? Okay. So I just put it on the paper, this way at the corner, and then I just roll over. Make sure I get that piece that's there, and then I roll it over one time. I tuck, and then I tuck in the sides, and then I just finish rolling. And I know you might be like, why don't you just, put it in the bag? Because I don't. It's just not what I like to do. I like to have these individually wrapped, and that way if they need to be taken somewhere or whatever, it can be from the freezer, because I usually store it in one big bag. And yes, I could probably just throw them in the bag, in a freezer bag, and they would probably be fine, but it's just preference. And then plus, it gives it some extra protection for when it's in the freezer. Because who knows how long it'll be that these will be in there. Because when I make stuff like this, it's not that they have to eat it right away. It's just they do. So I'll have some of this set aside in the freezer. And then school is almost over. I can't believe it, for the year. So since my other son will be back in the house, he loves these breakfast burritos, and he loves to eat. So then, even if my son, who's here right now, even if he doesn't necessarily want any of this right now, then there'll be some in the freezer for his brother when he gets here. And then for me, if I need just a quick little something when I'm on the go, because like I said, I'm getting up at like 4 in the morning. So always leaving before the sun is out. So yeah, this is something quick for me if I need it, or if we're running behind schedule and we need to actually go somewhere, then I can go ahead and take one of these with me. And so like I said, I just write the carbs on it. Even though it has other vegetables, I usually only count the tortilla because it's not going to be enough carbs to make a difference for him. And he can always choose to just add, another 2 or 3 carbs to it if he wants to. Which is usually, like I said, I usually just put the base, like what he should be starting with, so that he knows not to go under that. I hope I put the right number on there. Okay, yeah. So I'm doing pretty good, you guys. I got the whole thing of eggs done, even after my mishap with the muffin recipe. Like, y'all let me know, do you guys have muffin recipes that don't have like milk or something in it? I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying that there can't be any recipes that don't have it. And I don't mean milk as far as like whether it's dairy free or whatever. I mean just like nothing, like no milk at all. No type of liquid in there, because that was looking like I was making a crumb topping for like a crumb cake. That's what it was looking like. Okay, get some more. I am hot. It's so hot in here. I had been on the stove. I had the oven on. I had the griddle on. And then I'm rushing. So I am going to find a recipe. So, well, I found a recipe for pancakes. I think it was like using almond milk or something, but it was one of those websites where once you do it, it gives you the option of changing the serving size so that the recipe will change with it. But it was like these weird measurements, like 9.75 tablespoons or something like that. And it's like, what the heck? Whereas I've used another recipe before for Thanksgiving when I made the lasagna. And that one had it where you could change the serving and the recipe would adjust itself for you instead of you having to figure it out yourself. But that one was a little easier to figure out than this one. I wanted to make his pancakes using the almond milk and then maybe some stevia just to lower the carbs for him. And then for my pancakes, I want to make like the blueberries, so I'll probably do that when I come back because I already have the blueberries defrosted. And now that I took it out and saw them, I kind of just have a taste for it. I made blueberry pancakes the morning after, that's my alarm. I made blueberry pancakes the morning after Thanksgiving. So, yeah. But I would say, you know, we got a decent amount of things done for saying I had to, like, start over and everything. And, you know, doing it solo. Like, I was going to have my mom come, not for the purpose of helping with this, but, I mean, she would have been here, so she could have. However, I knew I was going to be filming for y'all, and so I already knew, like, if she came up here, you know, she would want to be talking about certain stuff that is personal, so, you know, we can't have her business. On YouTube. Oh, you know what? I forgot. I think it was the breakfast sandwiches that I used to do the carbs. I think with these, I don't think I used to put the carbs on them because I think last time I just used these bags and I just put the, I put the burritos back down in them. Why is this not cooperating? Am I down to the last little bit on this one? Oh, I think so. Okay, let's see what's left on here. See if I can make this work to actually wrap one. And then I have to go drive way longer than I would like to go pick up my son for the day. Okay. Alright, I have two more. I need to go get some more saran wrap. So I don't think I even have any more of my 2.5 gallon bags anymore. So I guess I'm going to have to just put the sandwiches in there like they are. Or ouch, dang it, did I just cut myself? It just scratched me. Thank the Lord for that. Can't be having no blood on the food, okay? Alright, let's see if I can get this one. I don't even know where this one starts at. But I'm going to go ahead and finish. If I can get this off of here, like, what in the world? Where is the beginning? Oh, there we go. I'm like, can we get it together? Push the side in. Push the side in. Okay. Oh my goodness, of course, this piece is in the way now. Okay. So we got 2 more burritos to wrap. And then I need to wrap up my breakfast sandwiches. And then be on the road. And I gotta go throw a t-shirt on and some jeans so I can get on the road. The saran wrap is helpful, but at the same time, it can be really annoying. So, this video, of course, is going to take long to upload because it is long. But, yeah, we're going to... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Uh-oh. I think I mixed one of these up. I did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, wait, no, I just had extra. That's right, I had extra of those, but I still think I put one of them over here. I believe it was this one, which was the last one. So I'm going to go ahead and stick these down in here so then he'll know what the nutrition is for these. At this point, I really don't care. It's not like he's perfect with his numbers anyway. So I'm just going to put this in here, and then I'll stick this in the deep freezer. And then he can just take one out when he's ready, and then microwave it on a plate with a little napkin or something, and call it a day. So that wasn't too bad, right? But just think, like, I still have to do mine. So I still have to cook all those eggs when I get back, and I still want to make my pancakes, and then I'm gonna make his pancakes. So, and yes, I could just make one thing of pancakes, but I'm not, because I'm gonna make regular pancakes for both of us. But then I'm also gonna make the blueberry ones for myself. So, yay! Look at that. We got burritos on deck, so I can put those in the deep freezer. And then, oh, that's where that was. I was like, why do I have the top, but I don't have the butter? Put that up there. Put that one there. And then I have like a few minutes before I have to be out of here. So what I'm going to do, because y'all know I have birthdays. To make sure that they're not into anything while I'm gone, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to take my French toast that I made, I'm going to put this up here in the refrigerator, in the microwave, until I get back, and then once that cools, then I'll go ahead and just throw something over it. And then I have my breakfast sandwiches that I need to wrap up. I like the other saran wrap better because it tore off on the top side versus the bottom. That's kind of annoying. Okay, so there's a little sandwich. I like the other one better. This one is, it's working my nerves. And it's making it take longer this way. But I want to get some of these wrapped up at least. You know, gotta be productive. Because like I said, I'm just throwing on a t-shirt and some jeans. So I'm not doing anything, you know, spectacular. And I won't even be getting out of the car. So just fold those over and then fold that over. Then I'll stick these down in the freezer, and then I'll probably leave a couple out in the refrigerator for him, depending on which one he thinks he's gonna want tomorrow. And then I'm going to see if I can find, like, I had a recipe before for pancakes that I used, but for myself, well, for the whole house, but I don't remember what the website was. And I'm usually a person who writes stuff down, but, you know, after a while, when you're a person who writes stuff down, you write down a lot, so then sometimes you're just like, I don't even know where I wrote it down at, like, what, because, like, I'll grab, like, a random bill and write on the back of the envelope or something, or some mail that came in for something else. And the good thing is, at least now, all of this stuff is nice and cool to go in the freezer. So I guess what I'll do is, if I do find a recipe that I like for the pancakes, I'll come back and I'll do another video showing you guys the pancakes. I also wanted to do some peach ones, but then I was thinking maybe it would be easier just to make regular pancakes and just make like a peach sauce to go over it instead. Like just make a sauce on the stove, you know, with some brown sugar, maybe a little bit of vanilla, and just reduce that down and put it on top as a topping. But I kind of wanted the flavor in my pancakes. I also thought about doing like some apple pancakes with like some cinnamon. So I might do that as well. Because I did buy apples from Walmart. And I went to the store the other day. So I'll do that. How am I doing? Okay. So I have doing pretty good. Now y'all see why I be tired. Because this is the kind of stuff that I used to do all the time, and I would be cooking sometimes up until the time I had to go get them from school, because then I would make dinner after doing this kind of stuff. So I would literally be cooking like all day. And so like my feet hurt because I've been on my feet all day. All day. And my lower back, but you know, when I see them sit down, enjoying their food, you know, it makes it worth it. It makes me happy when they're happy. So now, you know, I just gotta find somebody to worry about my happiness, right? But that's another story for another day. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. You know, hopefully I can do some other videos where maybe, you know, it's not like so many things or not such a large quantity maybe. I have tried those like one pot pasta meals before. Those are pretty convenient as long as you can get everything to cook the way it's supposed to, because you know you're adding the pasta in and then the liquid right in there with the meat and everything already from the get-go. So, you know, just making sure that the ratio of liquid to pasta is correct, so that the pasta cooks properly and then that it's not like a weird texture. I had so much saran wrap because I guess I always think about the fact that I wasn't at one point in time somebody who really used any. So then because of that, every time I would see it for this one period of time, I would keep buying some if I knew I had like cooking or something coming up, because I'm like, oh, I probably don't have any, but I did. And so that's why I'm just using this saran wrap, because I won't use it for anything else. Like any bowls that we store food in already have like a top and everything, so there's no need to cover it for that. But yeah, I'm not doing too shabby. Oh, you know, I do need to start my car so it can be warming up while I am finishing this up. So let me go ahead and start my car up. Oh, somebody asked me one time, they was like, you can start your car from your phone? And I was like, yeah, so this is what it looks like. It's just a little thing, you just push start, and then you have to, you know, follow the steps. But so I have a few different apps on my phone. So that one actually came with the car when I got it. But then there's also one, a device that I got when I got my cell phone that tells you, like, when your car needs maintenance, like it tells you the codes, like how when you go to the mechanic and they'll say, oh, it's code P304 or whatever, and you're like, I don't know what that means. So like, I have another app that it actually tells you. So then you know before they even come back, you know, because they always be trying to tell you like 30,000 things wrong with your car when you come in for one. So this way you already have the heads up. And so that way also when I start my car, then I get a notification from the app that starts it, but I also get a notification from the other one, because you can set like boundaries and things like that. So that way, if you're in the house, you know, somebody was trying to steal your car, you would know because your phone is going to go off. See? I don't know if you heard that noise, but that was my phone vibrating from the other app that came with my cell phone when I purchased my cell phone. And it's letting me know that my car just started a trip, is what it says. Just started a trip from, and then it'll put like the address that you're at. And so I like it. You can also look up like gas stations on it, all kind of things. I did post on my community tab a referral code for the Get Upside app. So you guys should definitely go check that out on the community tab. Look up from a few days ago. I just started using it, and like I've already earned money back on my gas purchases. So you guys should definitely check it out, because as much as gas costs, anything you can do to help pay for it later, it basically helps you to earn points. It lets you know what gas stations in your area are participating that particular day near you. And then whether you're near your house, near your job, whatever, it's just based off your geographical location at the time. And it'll tell you which gas station is participating, how much cash back you're going to get. Like, it'll be like 12 cents a gallon, 8 cents a gallon, 1 cent a gallon, depending on, you know, which gas station you're at and what's going on that day for the special. Alright, so these two biscuits I'm just going to put, I think, don't I have sandwich bags? I could have sworn I just bought sandwich bags. I know I have quart size, but I could have sworn I bought, I could have sworn I bought some sandwich bags. I don't buy this kind of stuff as much anymore, like the sandwich bags, now that the boys aren't in school. So I'm just going to put these two biscuits up, and then if he wants, he can just have these with like some jelly or something tomorrow. There we go. Easy cleanup. Put that in that box. Alright, and then I can take these, put all of these back on here until I put them in a bag. And I will put them in the freezer. So now we are all stocked up on little breakfast sandwiches. And then 2 little biscuits for just because. So yeah. So look at that. Oh shucks. So we got that. I'm gonna put this up from the biscuit. And then when my son comes home, I'll have him put the trash up for me. Oh, the muffins. I need to put those. So these are finally cool. I'm just going to go ahead and put these in a little bag. And these are some Halloween muffin liners that I got really cheap from, can you see that? Let me see. It just says trick or treat on the bottom. So I got these, I think from Walmart for like 50 cents or 10 cents or something like that. I don't know. So I just been using these for the longest because I bought so many. Because I could care less what the liner says as long as the product tastes good, you know? Mm-hmm. And now, surprisingly, you know, we don't have that many dishes. I'm going to put the tray back in there. These are, I always usually write on these first, but the Pear Pecan Muffins. Alrighty. So, there we go. Got those. And then where's the paper I had for, did I throw it in the trash? Oh, So then for the biscuits, these are 25 carbs, and I believe, I think I already threw it in the trash. Oh, here it is, right on top. So these little sausage patties are 2 carbs. So realistically, I'll probably just have him do 25, or I'll tell him if he wants, he can do 27, and call it a day. So yeah, that is everything. So we just have this, big pot here. This was just from the tortillas. And then I'm just going to cover this stuff up with some foil or something, close my window, and I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. And I'm actually on time. Like, it's 2:20. I need to leave in like 10 minutes. Yay! So I hope you guys enjoyed. I did it! Alright, so I'm done. My feet hurt. The back of my legs hurt. My lower back hurt. But it's all good, though. It's all good. So hopefully when I get back, maybe tomorrow I'll actually get to do my workout, or maybe later tonight, because I feel like a good lunge would be awesome, or a squat, and some lunges, some stretches, like all of that, because my back hurt, and I think my back hurts because I just haven't been working out, like, to be quite honest. So if your back's hurt, your knees hurt, all of that stuff, start working out, do some low impact, because most likely that's why it hurt. I know a lot of people are like, oh, my knees been hurting me for years, but because you've been gaining weight for years. That's why your body is like, can you stop? And that's all it is, and that's not shade, that's just facts. Like, even when my son was running track, he used to say it all the time when he would hear the parents complaining like, oh, my knee hurt, this hurt, that hurt. He was like, because they're not working out. And these were people that if you asked them, they were like, no, I don't work out anymore. So, for me, I know I have never been this big my entire life. Excuse me, of course, big is relative. I know there are people who are bigger than me, and that's okay. That's fine. Everybody's body frame is different. What I'm saying is, for my height, for me personally, even when I was pregnant, I didn't even weigh this much. Like, at 9 months pregnant with my little son, I did not weigh this much. And I weighed more with him than I did with my younger son. I mean, my older son. So, for me, I have a justifiable reason. And then, from being in the military, like, it wears on your body. So, I really can't afford to keep gaining more weight, because my frame and everything, my hips, they not set up for that. So, if you if you're listening to this and something been hurting, go ahead, work out. Okay, I'm telling you, go ahead, start working out. You're gonna be sore in the beginning, but that's even if you were small. You're gonna be sore in the beginning, but just keep going. You can do it. Just like I went on ahead and I kept pushing, and I got this done, even though I didn't think I was gonna be able to get anything done. I was feeling defeated. I was feeling like a failure. Not a failure. No, I ain't feel like a failure, but I felt like that recipe was a fail. But then I saved it, and now my baby got some. He got some muffins from his mama. He got some muffins from his... No, I'm sorry. All right, I'm about to go. All right, I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much for the support. And if you made it this far, you are a real one. Thanks for rocking with me. Cooking videos are long all the time, so this one was just a little longer because I actually showed y'all the put-up process, and I didn't edit anything out. So now you know how long it really took me to get everything done. So now y'all know how much did I do for y'all, because now you see the time. So I'm going to go so I'm not driving crazy up the road, so I can be safe. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I will try to get this posted today once I get back home. Alright guys, bye bye, love you.